I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. 22. A concert ed effort. I think that's funny. Save. There you go. All right. We're up. Hold on. I gotta get some things going. Ow. And then let me see how we doing, because this is off. Good morning, Shirataku. It's a tough morning. I'm having to make an effort here. Oops, I don't want to show you that actually. Ha 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 ha. I need a piece of pure white here. Hello, culeres. I don't have a pole yet. I know what I'm gonna do for one. Here, there. Focus. No, motherfucker. Oh, god damn it. Okay. All right. All right. Come on. I go through this every morning. To some extent. More of an extent when my room is more of a mess, which it is right now. There we go. Holy shit, I did it. Hey, fellas. Damn, I'm early today, says Shu. Hell yeah, Shu. It feels good. I've been up since 7 or so. I do have a bit of a headache. I was at a concert last night, and that's what we're going to talk about. That's why it's called a concerted effort. That's what we're going to start out by talking about, at least. Oh, yeah. God, fuck. God, shitting, dang it. Stupid fucker. God, I had this perfect, and then I dinked it for some reason, and now it has never been the same. I'm going to tighten it all down. That's closer. I had it perfect right after the Kill a Kill video. Okay. Where are my headphones? All right, sorry. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. I'm late. I'm actually going to switch to wearing aluminum for the moment. Yeah. That should be weird. Okay. Hello. Humans, I'm so sorry that this is taking me a moment to get on. Probably I should have just chilled and waited to go live for another 3 minutes and just done all my things. Now that I look backward at it, it was probably silly of me to focus on doing that. Good morning. Let's go through what's going on this morning, and I'll just say some things about me, and then I'll get a poll up to ask a thing about you. So I went to a concert last night. It was two bands that played, and they were both fantastic, and I'll tell you about them. Somebody else to realign it while you sit in your spot and check the screen. Yeah, but I can reach it. This is my cockpit, man. This is my pilot's chair, and this is my mecha. So I have to be able to do my own maintenance. You know, that's the thing about all the mecha protagonists is that Amuro Ray and Kamiyu and well, everybody but Shinji is actually capable of fixing their own mechas, right? It's actually one of the first things that Kamiyu does in Gundam, right? He there's a leak in his mecha and he lets a little thing drift away and he fixes it. He seals the patch. He seals the hole with a patch. But anyway, this is my mecha, so I have to be capable of doing the camera work myself, which is a problem because I'm not capable of doing it all myself, and I need to be humble enough to go and seek out the people who have the information that I don't have. Good morning. I'm not caffeinated yet. I'm also not fed yet. I did have my electrolytes and my sunlight and my morning exercise with the Macy boy. Took that out. Had a good time. Been up and raring to go. Had a lot go on. I went to a concert last night. It was 2 different bands that played. They were both fantastic. It was a smallish venue, but a very tight group of people around the thing, and it was a blast. I spent the whole night moshing and dancing and meeting people and talking, and I got multiple phone numbers from cute girls and flirted without attempting to escalate with a number of other cute girls and talked to a bunch of people and was in physical contact with people in a platonic and social and sociable way, and then in a not very platonic way, because man, there was this really lovely young girl, thin, wiry, ethnically, I just can't tell. Lovely, kind of crazy makeup going on. And she was just dancing alone. This was after the band had left, and they were just sort of playing music on the speakers afterward, and the bands had already wrapped up, and there were people on set like packing up some of the gear and stuff, and she was just dancing to the music that was going, and like really dancing and looking around, and I just felt like she needed somebody to dance with, so I walked up to her and I put out my hand, and she grabbed my hand and we started dancing, man, like really dancing. That was an experience because I haven't danced with somebody in I can't remember when. I can't remember when. I know that I have, but man, I can't remember when. And it was a blast because I'm good at it. It's really funny because, I stumbled over myself a number of times and I didn't care. I just smiled at her and it was fine. And she led me into the dance because she was way better than I was. And, man, really danced. We were spinning each other around and we were up in close and arm in arm and just flowing with it. No steps, just going with it. And like, oh shit, I can really dance. I need to. That's the other thing is as soon as I explore a piece of space where it's like, oh, I can really draw. Actually, I'm actually quite capable of it. I can really draw. I need to suddenly. It's like I must explore that space as much as possible. And it's like I see people like Jisoo in my Discord who are posting their art, and I've been watching them draw for years. I've been Jisoo, if you ever see this, hi, I've been watching you draw for years. I've been watching the art that you've been posting here and in Squack's server and elsewhere. And I don't comment that often, but I'm always watching. And I don't mean that to be freaky, but I see you and I see your progress, and it's like, oh shit, I should have been working as hard as you have because I'd be somewhere in the same realm just based on the work that you've put in. Because I've got a little bit of that spark of talent. I think you're more talented than I am, or they're more talented than I am. But like, man, I should have been putting in the work on that. And so now it's like, oh shit, I can dance, and I'm not dancing. Then what am I doing with my life? And in the same way, it's like, well, I can talk, and I can talk to people, and I can form connections with them, and I'm not doing it. Then what the fuck am I doing with my life? Silly. Okay, so backing up, neurotransmitter overload is the name of the game for last night. Lights, sounds. I brought earplugs with me. I brought a full pack of wax earplugs that I had purchased for sleep, actually. And I ended up splitting them all in half and handing them out to all my friends because the speakers were so loud that I was really worried that we were all going to suffer permanent damage. And one of my friends has tinnitus, or tinnitus, because it's actually tinnitus. Fucking hate it. But wax earplugs in, and that allowed us to get really up and close with the thing and up and close in the music while being safe and get the full like vibrations through the body and all that insanity while keeping our eardrums safe. Really recommend that. It actually made me think something that I'd like to do is spend like $200 on earplugs and then go to a festival, go sober, right? And just sell earplugs for $5 a pair. Because they make earplugs with little holes in them that are made for listening to loud music, but safely. They just cut out a bit of the frequencies of the stuff. So, if I could get them for a couple bucks a pair, and I could sell them for a couple more bucks a pair, man, that would be some useful capitalism right there. Because people at raves need their ears protected, or they're all going to go deaf. And it would be an opportunity to kind of, as a business expense, go to raves and take video and meet people and communicate, because it's odd to think this, but a lot of people who are quite wealthy and powerful go to big parties, and meeting them and understanding them and figuring out what the fuck they're doing is probably a good idea. Now, the partying part you have to be really careful about because it's so easy to get sucked into the drugs and the noise and all the thing. You have to be quite careful. I'm gonna put up a pollie because I haven't done that yet. So the pollie will be this. What was the last live art music event you went to? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work as a poll or what people will answer because it's kind of dumb, but it's poorly phrased. But today's pollie Miss my acoustic security earpiece allowed me to actually hear people talking with very little effort. You mean like the little tubey thing? When you say it used to help you hear people with very little effort, would you mean that it was amplifying what was near you, or was how did that work? Or is it just a bug in your ear that somebody else is talking to you with their phone or whatever? Yeah, it was a tube. Was it one the little spirally things? Or was it a full cochlear implant or something like that? You said acoustic security earpiece, and what comes up is that. So here, I'll just show you. These are what comes up, are the like spy earpiece things, um, you know, cut music out pretty much, but voice stayed the same. Wow, that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Where do I get one? Which one do I get? Because that would be fascinating. I'd love to have something like that. Like I can just buy one and plug it into my phone, right? You can get them for $2 off of AliExpress, of course. Thanks, Alibaba. Awesome. All right, let me see. What anybody never been to one is the first answer. See, that's what I was waiting for, is the never been to one, because I'm really interested in that. By the way, I have cannabis in my system. I decided quite early this morning that there's no chance that I'm going to record a new episode of Cyberpunk this morning, and so in light of my neurotransmitter overload and headache, I've had some cannabis in order to be calm and have a chill day. I can do that. I'm a fucking adult and I live in a place where it's legal, so yeah. I was only 17 when I had it, so I don't remember any details. Darn. Besides how effective they were. Man, my grandma cannot hear properly, and for all my life, I've seen her refuse to ever use them. Plus, it's only gotten worse in the recent years. Any advice to convince her? XD. That's tough, because you can't make a horse drink. You can only lead her to water, right? So the answer, I think, is using, this is going to sound fucked up. The answer, I think, is using guilt, and that is you buy her one for Christmas. you buy her something like that for Christmas. And then you're like, this is a gift, love. What are you going to do? You're going to spit on a gift? And that's how you get them. That's how you get them. So with all the guilt tripping in the world, BTW poll isn't sticky. You're right. Thank you. That's all I've got for you, man. I don't know how to convince. How to convince a family member to wear a hearing aid. So I don't know what she would need. I would assume a hearing aid. And literally this comes up. This is a reasonable article. This is, as far as I can tell, this is not a problem. So first off, be on their side, handle it gently and with care. Hearing loss can be deeply personal, and when people feel that way, they'll feel like you're attacking them. And she might feel like admitting that there's something gone is going to hurt her. She may also be ignoring the problem or pretending that it doesn't exist, or unable to even see it or notice it. Stick to the facts. Don't try to leverage emotion. Fair enough. Factually talk about the technological advantages, the connection to better hearing for sounds from devices like TV and phone. And also they have a fall alert in many of them that has it built in. Focus on the difference it could make in their lives. But I'll just pull this up so that you can see it. Hold on. There. Focus on the difference it can make in their lives. You don't want to overload them with negative implications about their lifestyle, so you should focus on the positive changes it can make for them in the future. That makes sense to me. I don't love this article, but it is good enough as a basis for figuring out what I would say. They can better talk to friends and family members, right? So that's something that I would think about here is what does she care about? Yeah, maybe show her pictures of like hot grandmas wearing earpieces. I don't know. Like if you can convince her that they don't have to be ugly or or fuck with her day, you know? Or be invasive or take a lot of time or cost too much, right? All of these things are probably walls that she's stacked up, and you might have to sit down and really talk them through as far as that. But I would say figure out what are the things that she really cares about. Maybe she has her shows that she watches, or maybe she has her phone call that she has with her friends every once in a while, or maybe she has the ability to talk to a child or somebody in the environment or something like that, and queuing off of those and just saying something along the lines of explaining how being able to hear more completely will enable her to do the thing that she wants to do, and make it not, the goal isn't to get her to wear a hearing aid. The goal is to get her to enjoy whatever she's doing. I think she doesn't care that much in that regard. Most people she knew in life are now gone. I see her say names of our family members, both alive and gone. My grandpa did buy them once, but she didn't use. Okay, then that may be a problem that we can't solve, which is that she may just feel like there's not much to worth hearing, you know? And that's really sad, but it doesn't sound like this is a person who has my enemy, which is contempt for being. It sounds like a person who just needs you, who just needs compassion and people around her, and a reason to live, and a reason to believe that there's a future, you know? And one that maybe she could contribute to. I think this might sound odd, but maybe try asking her some questions about her life. I don't mean her life now. I mean where she's been and things that she's done, and just get her thinking about the past and history and memories. Ask her nostalgic questions. Grandma, where did you go to school? Grandma, where did you learn to do all the things that you do? Grandma, what's the best job you ever had? Grandma, have you ever been to a concert? That's a fun one, actually. How about that, right? Howdy, Metronomian. How's today's tea? Actually, good point. I haven't. I'm having prepackaged yerba again. I remember I bought a full case of these at off price, so I have plenty of these, and I've been experimenting with yerba in its brewed form as well. It's very bitter, or it gets bitter when I fuck it up when I'm brewing it. I'm sure. Today's tea is sparkling blackberry mint, and it's pretty okay. It's not bad. I like the other flavor better. I like there's a lemon one or a lime one, and I like it better. I think it's enlightenment, or no, it's the lemon lime one. I like it better. You just take that at room temp, or just or chill or heat it. Um um it's chilled. This is cold. This was in the fridge. I did just take them out of the fridge because I need the fridge space, so they'll just be sitting in the garage, which is like cellar temp. It's like 60 degrees in there or so it's like not warm. What does it say when you what does it mean when you said brewed form? Mate is literally tea. It's literally like leaves of a plant, and so you can brew it like tea. I you put it in the tea strainer. That's actually mate from yesterday. You can see it's leafy stuff, right? And you brew it with hot water like tea. So mate is a traditional beverage in South America that's caffeinated and has some other compounds that do some other interesting things. In the same way that green tea is caffeine, but it has some other plant compounds that do interesting things. Um, Olive ollie oil. I was meant to go to an art exhibit with a guy, but he didn't show up. Shame he didn't even send me a message or anything. He just ghosted you, dude? What the fuck, man? Where is the where is the respect? I hate that shit more than almost anything in the world. Is people standing you up or ghosting you, because it's just, or just being late and not letting you know why. And then they show up and they're like, "Hey man, sorry, I was stuck in traffic for an hour." It's like, you could have texted me. Mhm. There are fucking voice features on phones, man. Because I was sitting here literally twiddling my thumbs waiting for you. Like, literally sitting here wasting my time when I could have been doing anything else. I hate that shit. Alright, where is my copper headband? My desk is a mess, in case you can't tell by the noise. It's okay, I'll fix it today. Yeah, how was the art exhibit? Let me ask that. Because that's the important part, right? Did you get anything good out of it? Oh, no. Oh, Metronomian, I am so sorry. Man, this just reminds me, I got dumped a few weeks back, and she did so by texting me while sitting behind me? What the fuck? What is wrong with people? Where is the... Where is the... Where is the smallest, slimmest bit of respect for another human being's time and energy? Where is that shit? We just treat each other like disposable fuck toys now? Is that the deal? Is that how we live our lives now? Is that all we are? Shit. It seems like that's how a lot of people treat each other. I've been really thinking about that. Oh, I found a full skincare routine that I didn't know about. It's the Korean skincare routine, and apparently it's the Korean skincare routine. It works. How are things with the girl you talked to on Tinder, the one with pizza? The things are going very well and very interestingly. It's hard, it's difficult, and parasocial. I did buy her the pizza that she needed, and a little bit then some, because I paid out a bit of my Patreon. So, in the midst of watching my Patreon decline, this girl who might be lying to me in every way, like, I don't know, right? She might just be fleecing me. I told her that I wasn't going to pay her for services, and I asked her, and I asked her what she actually needed to put gas in her tank, and she gave me a number, and I paid her double that. While my money is going down, while I'm losing everything, while I could be in the chance of losing everything, I gave her the skin off my back. Like, I don't give a shit, and I just did it because, like, I'm probably gonna waste the money anyway, and so I'd rather be a little bit frugal. I'd rather force myself to be a little bit more ascetic as we move forward into the next months. So I gave her what I thought she needed, and have received an overwhelming wave of gratitude that I honestly don't know how to deal with, and I'm a little scared by. I'm a little scared by, because it's a little bit on the realm of, like, worshipful, and that's not where I want to go with this. You know, people have pointed and been like, man, you sound a little culty, and that's the opposite of what I want, man. Fuck that shit. But I do want to help this person because she's admitted some things that indicate a very rough perspective that she's in, and I'd like to help her. Or at least see if I can get her to save herself. I can't save her, obviously. But I'm going to try to do so while not wanting anything in return. Yeah, we'll see, Yan. We'll see. I don't know. It might go terribly. I might get betrayed. But that's only pain. That's really only pain, and it's only suffering, and it's only asceticism. No, I don't think I can fix her. I really don't think I can. Man, it's really tough for Poral to just suraj their mind. People to just speak their mind, I assume. I can fix her. Hixar, I don't think I can fix her. I don't think so. That's not it. I just see somebody who's hurting, and I'm trying to reach out and give her a hand. That's it. That's really it. People, you can't save people. I really believe Kaiki. It's not even Kaiki, is it? Is it Kaiki? Fuck. No, it's not. No, Oshino Meme. Fucking God. How to... Oshino Meme. Yes, you're right. My brain doesn't work right now. It's fine. I haven't had my caffeine. And also, my neurotransmitters are fried from dancing lights, color, man, pheromones, being really close to some beautiful and sweaty women. Like, that does a thing to the brain. I don't know. And sweaty people in general, like being in a mosh pit is insane. But anyway, I don't think that I can fix her or save her. That's not how this works. I really believe in that idea in Monogatari. I really do. But at risk of sounding even more arrogant than I already sound, I've done some real significant change for some of the people in my general vicinity. Like, I've changed some lives in the past couple of months. I mean really changed some lives forever. And I took people who were going one direction to going this way, just like 1% different. So I gave them a hand, and it pulled them into 1% different. I don't know if it's even better. but I do know that it's better because it's leading them down the path of self-improvement, right? And it's leading them down the path of dreaming, and it's leading them down on the path of I am the me that believes in me. What I did was I let them believe in me for a second, and now they're moving into the ability to be I'm the me that believes in me. I'm not my bro because they're not me, right? But I turned their drill a little bit, or I showed them a way a little bit, or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know how it works, but it takes real vulnerability and compassion and opening myself up to them in order to do it. And so it's like it's fucking the scariest thing I've ever done is to really open myself up to the people who are close to me. And then I did it, and it was terrifying, but it was the best possible option, and it worked. Just don't put too much stress on that drill lest it breaks. That's the thing about humans, though. That's the weird thing about us. We are anti-fragile systems. When we get hurt, we get stronger. Actually, as long as our mindset is right, as long as I got no data. Hold on. Okay, excellent connection. Great. As long as you're directed correctly, vulnerability is strength. Exactly. Weakness is strength. The willingness to be a reed in the wind that bends with a reed that bends with the wind stands when a mighty oak falls. Like, this is woven through all of the stories. We're anti-fragile systems. Every time we come up against a bigger enemy, we incorporate it and grow. It's the Gurren Lagann story. We're built to race. We're built to struggle. We're built to push through a wall. Okay, so here's a stupid one. Here's a stupid grounding, but this might blow some of your minds, and it might make some of you feel stupid. Or feel like I'm stupid. Not making you feel stupid. That's not what I'm thinking. Literally a shonen pro tag. You're damn right I'm a shonen pro tag. That's the way to be, man. That's why it's the story that we all watch. Be a hero. Be a fucking hero. Why not? What's stopping you? Fear? Pain? Ha! Just do it. Pick up the weight. Walk. Start going. Choose a direction and go. Move. It works. I don't know. It works. It works. It's like, wow, a shock. All of the great artists and pieces of media that I've been obsessed with for years are actually right about something. They're actually right about something. It's like, wow, that's amazing. I'm glad you went to your first gym session. Or you're going to go. I'm very glad, Parnek. I think it's really worth it. Because that's what we do in the gym is we pick up the weight and you make yourself more capable. And you do a thing called progressive overload. It's what works on your whole body. And it works in trauma as well. When we're traumatized, all of the effective treatments for trauma involve you getting closer to the thing that hurt you. Right? If you're phobic of snakes, you have to get in a room that's 100 feet away, and there's a snake in a box 100 feet away from you, and you stick your head into the room, and you come out and you go, well, all right, that's enough snake for the day. And then the next day, you go in with your therapist, and they take you 5 steps closer to the snake, or it's a slightly smaller room. Do you think there's a little narcissism in the shonen protagonism, and if so, is a little narcissism good? Yes. Yes, because narcissism is, well, here's the thing. No. Narcissism is one particular thing. Narcissism is looking yourself in the mirror and going, oh, I'm so great. Fuck that shit. Confidence, competence, and a little bit of arrogance. A little bit of saying, yeah, I'm a puny human. I see that giant fucking dragon. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to fucking kill it and eat it. That's arrogance, right? So that's narcissism. That's arrogance. It's like, I'm going to be a billionaire. Fuck you. Yeah, you need that. Because everybody else is going to say no. Everybody around you is going to say no because they're all stuck, right? And if you want to be able to show them the way, you have to forge a path, man. And you're not the only one. There are people already doing it. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have figured this out, and they're running insane businesses, making money hand over fist. They're fucking all the girls. They're having the time of their lives, and they're building their lives. Or they're getting married and having kids and building their lives, you know? Or they're pursuing art and they're building the lives of the future. There are people who figured this shit out. You know, you look at the people who are up there and making the monies. They're either, some of them are really stealing a lot of it, and some of them are building shit. I'm phobic of wasps. Just give me a flamethrower, then we can talk about entering that room. Fair enough, man. Yeah. Fuck wasps. Wasps are assholes. Do I think there's a little narcissism in it? Yes, but I want to get back from that word. I don't like the narcissism word. I'd rather don't be a narcissist if you can help it. We're all attuned to it. It's pride, it's arrogance, and it's my cardinal sin, so I know it quite well. Even though I don't know it well enough, and I still fall prey to it constantly. But I would say some arrogance. Yeah, a little bit of controlled arrogance. Because you gotta pride is a part of you. All of the sins are a part of you. Lust, greed, gluttony, sloth, they're all a part of you, and all of them are useful. Okay? Right? Lust is useful. You are desirous of people you find attractive, and you should be. Self-confidence rather than narcissism? Confidence. Yeah. But not just self-confidence, confidence in your whole structure of belief. But let me run through the sins really quickly. Lust attracts you to people that you should be attracted to because they're beautiful and interesting. And you should treat them like they're beautiful and interesting, but also treat them like they're people, right? And really figure out what they are. It's funny, on the subject of lust, I was at the gym yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. Today's Friday, yesterday was Thursday, gym was Wednesday. And I'd seen this girl there a couple of times, and we'd like waved and talked about deadlifts and stuff. And I think she has a ring on her finger. I couldn't tell whether it was a wedding ring. It didn't look like it was, but I think she has a ring on her finger. So we were leaving, and we had been sort of chatting and whatever. And we were leaving, and I walked right up in front of her, like within a foot of her, face to face, eye to eye. And I looked her dead in the eye, and I said, "I'm not supposed to say this. I promise I'm not hitting on you, but your butt looks amazing today." And there was a little moment of like blink, and then she just melted, just like, "Oh wow, thank you. That's so nice of you to," because she's been working on her butt, right? Like she's been really working on it. And so I complimented it, and I looked her right in the eye, and there was nothing in me that was trying to be a liar or to try to bone this girl. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to tell her that her butt looks great because it does. I was being totally honest, and she just melted. So lust, right? And now she and I are friends for fucking ever. She knows my name and I know hers, and we're going to be friends forever. And every time I see her, she's going to smile at me and I'm going to smile back. That's a part of the environment at the gym now for me, is that there's a person who enjoys my company and I enjoy hers. That's fucking cool. It's like really cool. So a little bit of lust, a little bit of that, harnessed, controlled. Okay. Greed. Yeah, you want shit, right? You want money. You need shit, actually. Because if you don't have shit, you're going to die. Humans die when we're out in the wilderness alone. You need shit. You need stuff. And you need to be going and getting it. And the impulse to go and gather it and hoard it for yourself is greed. Now, you can take it way too far. If you're taking way more than you need, and you're not giving back in some way, and you're a miser and you're hoarding, it's going to destroy you and destroy the people around you. And you will be in turmoil for it. It won't work. You'll build your castles full of gold, and you'll be terrified forever that the dragon will come. You know, Captain Hook is greedy about life, and he's got the ticking clock inside of him because he knows that the monster is coming to come and claim him, right? He's greedy for life. He wants to hold on to it before he won't let go. He refuses to let go. That's the sort of idea with greed. But if you lack greed, then you lack motivation because you need things. Ooh, banana. Right? Like, absolutely. Same with gluttony. You got to eat, right? You got to eat, and you got to consume all sorts of various and interesting things in order to make yourself healthy. You got to eat all sorts of things. But if you sit and you're just shoving food in your face in order to tamp down emotion, or in order to be just because it's addictive, or you extend gluttony out to the drug use or the drug abuse or alcoholism or the anything that you put in yourself to get those same dopamine circuits going, to get those same energized, like sugar abuse, fat abuse, whatever you're abusing, chips, fuck it. That's the excess. But you need to eat. You need to be hungry, and you really do need to be hungry for new experience too, and for new food. You need to eat a lot. You need to eat enough, right? Because if you don't eat enough, you'll waste away and die. Pride is the one we were just talking about. When it goes into arrogance and narcissism, it goes too far. If it doesn't have the backing, if it doesn't have the competence, then it goes too far. And also, pride is like, yes, look at me and how good I am. And it's stopping the work in order to admire the work you've already done, right? It's like if I were to come up on the YouTube channel and all I were to do in all of my videos is talk about how good I am at making these videos, right? And just be like, hey, why isn't everybody looking at me? Look, I did the Evangelion, reactions. They're the best reactions on YouTube. Fuck you. I made the best thing ever, and I'm gonna sit here and rest on my laurels and point at it forever instead of experimenting and making new reactions and stuff. Like, I'll do that. I'll tell you, hey, I watched Paprika earlier this week, and it was mind-blowing, and I had a really good time. And I think the analysis and discussion that I did around the film was also really spectacular, and I'm really proud of the work. Is there something wrong with that? I don't think so. So pride is one of those things where moderation is a thing. And all in moderation, says TR1 Sosi, 100%. And Shu says, man, I like when these concepts collide a little in philosophies. In Hinduism, there is this concept of indriya nigra, that basically means complete control over your senses and emotions. That's something exactly it is that complete control. I also yoga also exists to hone that ability. Yeah, no, and it's not just to meditate and control yourself in as extreme position as possible and becoming with nature. It's also to actually physically align your body, because when your body is physically aligned, your mind is physically aligned. It's quite interesting that we work this way, but we are a whole creature, and if part of you is out of whack, you will always be out of whack. Have you ever read Dante's Inferno? I have. The whole set. I forget what they're called. The Divine Comedy. Sorry, there you go. Vainglory. Hold on. Let me fully define that for myself. Inordinate pride in oneself or one's achievements, excessive vanity. Yeah, that sounds like just another word for the same thing. Which does sound like it would. I don't know if sins are the thing. I like the word for sin in the actual definitional sense, the Greek sense, which is to have missed the mark. That's something that my dad taught me when I was quite young, is that that's the importance of the definition of sin, is that it is to miss the mark, right? It's not that you're aiming at evil, it's that you're missing the mark. Vainglory got renamed, used to be two sins combined into one. Vanity and vainglory. Debts. I would say pride is not the acknowledgement of your own talents, but a relationship with other people. Pride says, I am greater than thou. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think of that in terms of, I actually really like this song, so I'll mention it to you because I find the song very funny, and I find the song very funny because of the pride inherent in the song. I can't listen to it here, but I'll drop it in the chat, and then I'll turn off my audio and I'll just have it blaring so that I can listen to it without you hearing it. So give me a second to do that. It's called Witness by Mindless Self-Indulgence, which should tell you already that the band called themselves Mindless Self-Indulgence means that they understand what they're doing. It's from the album "How I Learned to Stop Giving a Shit and Love Mindless Self Indulgence." So, which is a riff off of multiple things. Oh yeah, I really like it as well. I also like "Fuck Machine." It's a great song. The whole album is quite good, and I can't wait to listen to the whole thing again today, probably. But I'm gonna drop it in the chat here. Go humans, go listen to this song. Go listen to song. That song to me embodies the idea of pride, of like real arrogance. Um the saying I am greater than thou, saying God loves me. Fuck everybody else. I don't need anybody else to watch me is what it's saying. I don't need any witnesses. Nobody needs to see me. Why do you say that, Jan? Do you think that what you lack is that confidence, or do you lack the things to be confident in? Or do you lack the ability to stand up for yourself? Because that's a common one. That's called being too agreeable. Ooh. I think by wishing you command to will it. Yep, that's the first step at least. Immediately. That's really important to recognize is that the wanting of the thing is the same as the want of wanting. Like wishing that you had the arrogance is the first step to getting it. You're already there. Like it's like the I don't know if you saw Cyberpunk, but when they kiss, they're already on the moon. I'll just put it that way. It's like you chose it and you're already there. So now just act it out. Just do it. Because the thoughts follow your actions, not the other way around. You can't convince yourself into standing up for yourself. You just have to do it. I mean it. You actually have to just act. It's like the cold shower. You can't just convince yourself into doing it. You have to overwhelm yourself. Go. You have to be able to self-generate adrenaline and turn yourself on. Music can help, actually. Heavy metal or angry music. Okay. Definitely the agreeableness and lack of confidence, even though I know I have things to be confident. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. This is actually quite good as an article. I found it quite quickly. Yan, here. Especially because this is coming from a female psychologist. And so I hope it will help you. It's just from Psychology Today, so it's kind of crap. Like I can't help that. It's also disagreeableness is a core reason why men get ahead in the workplace. There are many reasons, but it's a contributing factor. They're more willing to negotiate and to win and to fight. Because on broad spectrums, like if you look at the bell curve that is agreeableness in men and agreeableness in women, they're almost the same, but men are a little bit more disagreeable and women are a little bit more agreeable. Just a little bit. They overlap a lot, but it's just like in general slightly different. What are you gonna do? Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna learn to be a little bit more disagreeable. All right, you're gonna learn to have some nuts. Okay, and it's weird to say, but that's what I mean. Is like to stand up for yourself because you deserve it, and you gotta be sturdy because this world will chew you up if you don't. So let's go. You're very welcome. I hope you check it out. Sorry, people are demanding my attention. So many of them. Fuck. Music definitely helps a lot. Almost my whole life revolves around music, and it's really one of the only things that makes me happy to feel alive. Yeah, absolutely. Art, man. Do you play? Tier 1 Sosi? Do you play or produce? If not, you need to be starting. It's not hard. But I'll bet that you already do. Fuck. God, I have to turn my phone off. Fuck. Shit. My Spotify rap said that I listened to something like 1,400 new artists this. Wow. That's a lot of artists, dude. What are you doing? That's a lot of artists, man. It's crazy. Uh, Thank you for your feedback. Ow. Fuck. Shit. There. I saw. Fuck. What's their brand? Holy, says Nito Intoxicated. What? What's up? Oh, 1,400 songs. That. I like individual songs more than the artists themselves, so lots of randomness. Yeah, that makes sense. 9 hidden vids, and they won't tell me which ones. That's rough. Hold on. What? Fuck. Who were the artists that I saw? I saw, 10, 11, and something, and, Magic Sword at the Echoplex. L1011. L1011 at Echoplex. By the way, I wanted to hop over and mention, over here on the poll that was up, the most popular thing on the poll by far is never been to one on live art and music events. And that's a problem. I don't mean it's a problem, but here's the thing. Being at the concert last night was eye-opening. I was around a ton of people, and the first thing that I noticed was this. For most of the concert, everybody was in their little bubble and really terrified of looking around at each other. I was up near the front. I was in like the second row or so because I'm short and I need to get close to the stage in order to be able to see. And also, I've got friends with me, and they made room for me, which is something that's interesting, is that when you go to a concert with friends, they'll help you out. Very cool. Anyway, everybody dancing on their own. So I'm up at the front of the thing, and I just turn around. I spent most of my time watching everybody else and vibing with the crowd, right? Like, sort of, orienting myself so that I could see the band, and then I was off to the left, and I could see a lot of the crowd as well. In fact, hold on, I've got a I just have to plug it in. Give me a sec. Because I took 1 or 2 little videos, so I'll just grab one. I'll just show you. But I was... What? I know this is not the place to see this, but I heard you say last stream that you don't want to check out ReZero. I didn't say that. I do want to check out ReZero. What? I was talking about some anime that I don't want to watch, because I've been spoiled on them, or other reasons. Made in Abyss is one of those, and Arcane is one of those. Concerts are an expensive thing here in India, and they don't really happen in my city. So here's the thing. This concert was, concerts are often expensive here too. They're not at all, though. This concert was, they had a deal, and they do the deal like monthly. It's 2 tickets for $25 for a concert, and it's like an hour away. And parking on the street is free. And we found parking. So, 2 tickets for $25. So my landlord roommate invited a bunch of friends, and we all went, and we raged the fuck out. It was awesome. I recommend reading ReZero. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch the anime because I like animation. So it's more layers of the thing that I want. Fucking hell. What's going on here? So you guys can't hear my computer freaking the fuck out as I plug in my phone. I'm trying to pick up. I'm trying to grab the video, because I only took a couple of videos. I was too into the concert, honestly, to take too much video. But I took a couple of videos, and I'm gonna grab them and show them to you, so you can see where I was, and then I can share some of the experience. And I'll think about figuring out a way to stream or take more pictures, or use Snapchat or Instagram or something. I guess that's what people use. Also, I don't know if you can hear me. I just farted. Har har har. Excuse me. I hope you can't hear it, but the microphone is very sensitive. So ASMR farting stream when? Never. I'm not a fan of concerts, but I do enjoy some musical theater. That's great. I love plays too. Plays are great. Plays are fantastic. Good stuff, dude. Okay, I don't know why this. I think this cable is not working. I'm gonna get a different one. I think I might have broken this cable. Ding dong ding, ding dong ding. Yep. Uh-huh. Why are you making the noise over and over now? Hey, can you just be connected, please? Hey, how about instead of just moving around, you just be connected? How about that? Come on. Fucking hell. There we go. I've only been to a concert my school held, but it was definitely the highlight of my year, especially since it was an entire day with my friends. That's exactly it. Being at a concert is lovely. One thing I noticed about modern concerts is everyone is living the experience through their phone screens instead of being there live. Was not the case here. People were in it. Everybody was in it, man. And mostly nobody had their phones out. In fact, that's part of why I didn't film most of it, is because it felt actually weird to take my phone out and to record because we were so in it. It was quite interesting. Honestly, I tried using Instagram a bit, and that site is not engaging in the least. No conversations, no groups, nothing, just advertising. Yeah, welcome to the Facebook lifestyle. Welcome to the future that Meta wants to build. Don't let them build it. Like, I'm putting my lot in with Google. That's my choice for the future at the moment. Is I'm putting my lot in with Google because they at least create platforms where people are capable of relative freedom of expression, and it seems to be the best platform for bolstering creativity and creative expression that I'm aware of. It's got flaws, but it's the best that I've got, and it works. And so I'm putting my ducks in that row. Now I could go toward Firefox because Firefox is pretty cool. I could go toward Brave as Brave browser and go all in on that, and that might be a good idea too because I believe in some of them. But I'm gonna put my lot in with Google as the only thing that, and to some extent with Amazon, because it's the only thing that I think can stand up against the parasitic monstrosity that is Facebook, Meta, and Instagram. I'm very not okay with those, and it's a hell of a monster that's being built out there by Zucky Boy, and I don't like it very much. I've got some significant problems, as do you, with Instagram as a platform, and with all of the things that Facebook has done as a platform. And the way that they advertise, and the way that their content works, and the way that they manipulate random reward circuit buttons. All of the algorithmic systems do it to some extent, but man, they're just so in your fucking face about it. And so I feel like if there's any company that's going to build the truly dystopian, truly destructive, over-the-top, ad-filled, mechanized future that we see in cyberpunk media like Edgerunners, I think that Facebook is the company that's going to build that, and that's what they're moving toward in every way, is the worst place possible. Switched to Firefox from Chrome recently. Neither are platforms, though, are they? Neither are platforms, but they are content delivery systems, and it's really important which one you go with. Obviously, Chrome and Firefox are both lightweight HTML5 browsers, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. I've been using Firefox for a good while. I just use it more frequently because I like it. I find that the developer tools in Firefox I actually prefer over the developer tools in Chrome. It's why and also I'm used to using multiple browsers, because when you do any sort of like front-endy web design or whatever, and I've done quite a bit of that, you have to test it in all the different browsers and on different platforms and on different phone screens and shit, and on faux phone screens, but also on actual phone screens because it's different. Fucking assholes. I use LibreWolf, which is a hardened fork of Firefox and works pretty good. Yeah, and you can get Firefox Nightly as well, which is the beta branch if you'd like that. I used to run on that for a little while, but now I run main branch Firefox, and I'm totally happy with it. I also use Tor browser if I have to go and do secret things, because that's a Firefox branch as well. Firefox is very manipulable. It's very, if you understand the code of it, it's a good piece of code. I also am not friends. I'm like pretty well acquainted. I worked closely with and was quite quite close with and became friends with one of the founders of Firefox. So yeah. My worst criticism has to be short form content. I've seen a coworker hypnotized when seeing that, and man, I've been hypnotized a couple too. An hour goes by, just whoosh. Yeah, 100%. Doom scrolling. You go on Instagram, and what it is, it's random reward systems. So you'll see like picture, text post, picture, video, picture, nothing, ad, sexy girl, nothing, titties, nothing, video of a sports game, or video of somebody jumping off of a plane, like high adrenaline thing. And it's like when you do this to rodents or monkeys and you give them a little bit of sugar when they push a button, right? Well, what you would expect is if they push the button and they get the sugar, they're going to push the button over and 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 over. But that's not what happens. They push the button pretty frequently, okay? But if you give them the sugar randomly, and sometimes the button gives them sugar, but most of the time it gives them nothing, like you push the button and it does nothing, ooh. You push the button and it gives you sugar, ooh, 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 ooh. You push the button and it gives you nothing, ooh, ooh, buh, 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 buh. They'll push it more. And actually, the rate of button presses on the random reward system and the amount of time that the monkey or the rat will spend pushing the reward system button is much higher if they're randomly rewarded. So when you're scrolling through an algorithmic system, and it's giving you like nothing, bam, nothing, bam, nothing, bam. It's loot boxes for your brain, dude. It's addiction building. It's built to fuck you. YouTube Shorts appearing in my recommended feed eat away at a lot of my time. Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. You gotta watch out because you get sucked in. Basically, like casino slot machines. Not even basically. It's exactly the same principle. It's exactly the same principle. Saw a reactor yesterday sponsoring her own videos with her own OnlyFans account and pushing natural bodybuilding. Checked out some vids and I couldn't click off quick enough. So much misinfo. I'd actually, Kikuri, could you please send me that? I'd really be interested. I'm not going to shame her online or anything like that or anything crazy. And I would really appreciate if nobody else does too. I'd really like to not shame this person. I'd like to just know what's going on in the space. Kikuri, I think you're in my Discord. If you would send me that, if you could DM me that or something, I would appreciate it. That way we don't like out a person and shame them. Not sure I could find her again, to be honest. Okay. Well, then I'm going to go looking really quick. Was she on YouTube? An anime reactor? You're not on Discord, sorry. Okay, that's fine. Was she an anime reactor? Do you remember? No one does it better than TikTok. Even Insta Reels are less addictive. Okay. Anime reaction, natural bodybuilding, only. Okay, not anime. Reaction, natural bodybuilding, OnlyFans. Yikes, this is tough to find. I'm trying to think of how she popped up. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible, man. Girl. I don't know. This is gonna be impossible to find. Oh man, there are so many reaction to just emoji reaction channels. Like, I don't mind. It's fine. It's still useful. I talked to Psychotrist Ed about this. There's still something really useful there. Wouldn't it just be in your history? Yeah, Kikuri, it would be in your history. I started an OnlyFans with 0 following in 22, and was it worth it? And she's got 240,000. No, she's got 7,000 subscribers and 220,000 views. I see. Interesting. Let me see. Is she doing pornographic content? Or is it just general content? No, it's pornographic content. Okay, as expected. I was on incog mode to avoid it influencing my feed. RIP. Well, that's the problem. You gotta be able to go back and look, man. Gotta be able to have a history. It's important. I am gonna save that video, this other video for later. The one about the about what's going on economically in the world, because I've seen a number of people talking about a recession incoming. The 2023 recession has begun, and you look around at the news and businesses are laying off their employees, and everybody's prepping for some harsh times to come. And so it's worth keeping in mind that things could get a little bit more difficult right now. And again, it's in the face of that knowledge that I'm giving away money to people, because I'm a fool. I'm out of my fucking mind as far as, and you can clip that if you'd like to, as far as following my principles goes. You know, the only thing that I have to lose is myself. Like, I don't care. What am I? I'm just a speck of dust. So I'm going to push up against the walls that I see until I break them or they break me. It's going to be awesome. Even after deleting every other social media and removing YT Shorts entirely, I still find myself doom scrolling on YT homepage sometimes. It sucks. Dude, we're built for it, right? It's information seeking. We use the exact same structures in our brain for information gathering that we do for food gathering. For going out into the forest and finding banana, right? We use that for information gathering. So you're scrolling through seeking the densest information you can get, and it's just like, oh, banana overload. Overload of banana. Too many banana. Too much banana. Go outside. Sit on the ground. Like, actually go sit on the floor. It's really important. Go lay down flat with your back on the floor. Stare up at the sky. Touch some grass. Slap yourself in the face. Get in a cold shower. Honestly, man, I genuinely feel like there's nothing wrong with how you did stuff earlier. You're punishing yourself for nothing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry. You've just missed it. It's the transactional nature, and it's gone now. I don't want 1,000 people paying me $5. I want 5,000 people paying me $1. I want 10,000 people paying me $1. Okay. The early access isn't the way. It's not the way. I want people to give me money because I've changed their lives, and they feel whatever they feel toward me. But I want it to be for real, and I want it to be with no tricks, because early access feels like a trick. It's a cycle. It's like the random reward system. When you use that, it tricks people into doing things certain ways, right? And the early access is like, you could get it just a little bit early. It's me tricking you. It's me tricking you, and you don't get anything. Have you considered putting goals on Patreon? Like, if you get to certain numbers of subs or donations, we'll get something exciting. That's a good idea. What do you think would be? Let's do a pollie. Hold on. This is important. Let's go this direction. We'll do a pollie. So my name is T, and my question is, what would be a fucking sick Patreon stretch goal? Let's poll. Don't answer in the chat. Answer on the pollie. That way people can vote on your shit. Give me a sec. Invite people. Copy link. Too little people in here to vote? Yeah, okay. So let me do this. I'm just going to go to Patreon. I'm going to post it there. X patrons, I'll do blank. Cool. Patrons only. Poll. Oh, and let me do this as well. P.S. I am currently live streaming, reacting to the results here. Share, copy the stream. There. Patrons only. Go. Answer in the pulley, and there we are. Rewatch of FMAB, exclusive tea bottled bathwater, rad. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yep. Tea only fans. Your choice. I'll support you either way. Gonna join that $1 club when I can. Sweet. I think the consensus would just be more content, right? Not that it has to be anime exclusive stuff, but more from you in general. I'm sure, but what we need is like, I want specifics. Actually, I want people to be like, I really want you to watch this movie. I really want you to do a backflip. You know, I really want you to go to Japan, right? Like that would be a cool stretch goal. Is like go to Japan and interview Hirohiko Araki or something stupid, right? Where it's like, there's no way, that's stupid, but what if I try, right? Because the anime man is fucking doing that shit, right? And I'm as good at this game as he is, or I could be if I get my shit together, right? I've got everything he does and more. So why am I not in Japan interviewing these people? Well, I don't have the money. Well, maybe we could fix that. And yes, again, I'm out of my fucking gourd. It's great. Cosplay. There we go. Consistent upload schedule. Bingo. Go to Japan Onsen. That's a good one. I mean, consistent upload schedule is quite funny. I've been doing much better. This week has been really good, and I've communicated very effectively. Oh, hi, bot. Oh, hi, bot. Oh, my hot photo here. Hey, let us reporto. Is, unwanted commercial content and or spam. Bye-bye. There is some girls who do movie reactions. All three have OnlyFans. I know their name, but not the same person. All right. Have a certain one where if paid enough money, they have to check the suggestion regardless. So that's something that I'm going to do for the I don't want to watch this show poll. Is like I'll have to watch one of them, but y'all get to decide which one to torture me with. So I'll put Arcane and Made in Abyss and various other. I might put ReZero on it just for fun, but I might not because it'll just win. I'll try to do it in a fair way. I'll just put the shows that I know that people want me to watch that I don't really want to watch, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, consistent upload schedule is hilarious, but again, I like it. It's here. I'm making the best content that I've ever made. Shut the fuck up and leave if you don't like it. Like, bye. Bye. Rewatch ATLA. That'd be cool. Redline reaction / breakdown. I'll add that as something because that's a cool idea. I think. Or react to a Marvel movie. Watch the Avengers and point at it and just be like, it's Joss Whedon doing Joss Whedon things. What are you gonna do? I have to watch Two Girls, One Cup? No. You haven't seen Redline? I've seen Redline 20 dozen times, man. I've seen Redline a bajillion times. I show it to people constantly. I introduce people to Redline, to anime through Redline by just blowing their brains out with the most gorgeous thing in existence. I fucking love Redline. I watched it dubbed quite recently with my friend. He watched it on acid. I was sober during it, but I watched it with him in the dub, and he was like, he's obsessed with the dub line from the captain, the guy who's like all America-y and very very war-like. He integrates with like the super being or whatever. And there's this line where he goes, "I feel incredible, wonderful power flowing through me," and he's just this power flowing through. It's just it's so good. It's so good. No, no, analyze a Marvel movie as critically and philosophically as you can. I'm serious. I could, but it would have to be certain Marvel movies, the good ones, because the good ones. You didn't say rewatch in the poll, so that's why I asked. Yeah. Oh, I did. You're right. I didn't say rewatch, but I meant like an analysis. Watch Arcane, right? So that's an idea. React to chemicals reacting. That's actually quite funny. That's actually quite funny. I think that's quite good. By Biss. I assume that's Bissus. That's quite funny. You get a +1 from me. Very funny. Did you ever read the theory that that guy was Sonashi's father? Okay, I mean it's not gonna matter. It doesn't matter. Morbius. Oh no, it's Morbin time. Was all shirtless pig and innuendo. Monty Python reactions, but you probably see I have, but who cares? They're amazing. Help, help, I'm being oppressed. See help, help, I'm being repressed. What is it? Is it see the inequity hidden in the system? I forget what it is. It's just so good. Um, Um, okay, let me see. Views 103, 23 people at PAX East. Oh, this is the other poll. Musical, Blady concert, Metric concert. Oh man, you got to see Metric, me Marino? That's fucking sick. I really like Metric. Ever since Scott Pilgrim got me interested in them, I've really liked their music. At PAX East, so a little while ago, Tricot, and never been to one. People need to go to concerts. Okay, you have to. Play Cyberpunk on stream. All right, that sounds reasonable. Movie breakdown. Watch Drive 2011. I like that film, actually. Watch Summit of the Gods. I may have seen that as well. I have not seen that. Obsessive quest for truth about the expedition. I see. Very cool. That actually seems very good. Watch Paint Dry. Yeah, if you'd pay for it. Happily. IRL training arc with Ed. Dude, I'm doing that anyway. Whether you pay me for it or not, fuck you. Stretch goal or no, yes, I'm going to go to where Ed is, and I'm gonna learn jujitsu from the man. He's got some things that I need. He's got some things that I need to be taught. So I'm gonna bring a couple of my friends, and we're gonna go. You can clip that and send it to Ed. I'll reach out to him as well. Obviously, I have to make that happen, but he offered, and I'm down. Somebody on the Patreon who doesn't understand how Polly works says, "How about it's Iggy? How about a viewer Q&A or call-in show?" Yeah, I'm down. I think they just added Go Live Together, right? For YouTube, for the phone one at least. I'm pretty sure they just added Go Live Together, so you're capable of doing that. So, yep, Go Live Together. Invite people to go live with you and add, remove, or mute them anytime. Create a public or unlisted listed stream. Get started. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll do that in a bit. I won't do that right now. The 2023 movie trailers dropped yesterday. Indiana Jones 5, Transformers Beast Wars, and Guardians 3. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to do trailer reactions. I hate that shit. T finish, play, and analyze Elden Ring. Dude, I only have so much time. T plays and analyzes a video game is a genius idea. It is a good idea. That's why I was doing Elden Ring. I just need to do it more. It's just hard. I like, the thing is, it takes time away from my work. I only have so much time, and people want the anime reactions. And they get really pissed if I stream. So I have to make it so that it's negotiated. Like, people are, like, when I'm doing these Daily Brew things, where there are only 20 of you in here, there are a bunch of people who are really pissed that I'm doing that, as I figure out how to make it work with a consistent upload schedule, which I understand is the problem, right? Like, I'm working on it, and we're getting closer to it, and it's working, okay? It's working, but people are really pissed about the Daily Brews existing. People will be more pissed if I spent more time streaming games and stuff. It'd be rough. Reactions together with Ed would be dope. I'm actually down, yeah. But I would want to do I want to do very isolated things like OVAs or things that are like very, where we could just watch a thing for an episode and be done with it. Like, or a specific, I should do Furikuri with Ed. That's what we should do. In fact, hold on. I'm going to hit up Ed. I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to whisper to him on Twitch and just ask him if he's seen Furikuri. Have you seen FLCL yet? It's short and weird. I was thinking it's short and very dream oriented. I was thinking we could watch some of it together and do the thing, do the mutualism fusion dance. You know. All right, there you go. So I'm just straight up just gonna hit him up, and because that's the kind of idea. Later we'll get the clips into his Discord too. Rad. That's what I need. I should just have his Discord, actually. I should just know his Discord's name. I'm an idiot. Hold on. I'm used to watching videos in 2x. Weird to hear T speak normally. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Ugh, that was rough. Hold on. Psyculturists. Yeah, you, buddy. Buddy. Do you have a Discord? You have a Discord. Okay. Ah, shit. I should have just been in here from the beginning. Hold on. I'm just going to do this on my computer. Twitch.tv. Thank you very much. Just going to head over to Edo Chanello. Chanellos. FLCL Grunge and FLCL Shoegaze, respectively. Both seasons will premiere in 2023. 2 new seasons coming. Fuck off. Oh, God. I'm so not into the rehashes of Hi Amaranth. Wow. Looking titillating today, as usual. always on the front page, are we? That's what being a high-end Twitch partner will get ya. And more power to ya. Psyculturists. That one. That guy. That boy and his friends. Oh, wait, he's live? No, okay, I was just clicking at it. He's not live. Good. No, shut up. Where about? Give me Discord link. Where is it? Discord. There it is. Give me Discord. Discord app launched. Open. I think he does Friday streams, so he'll be there in a couple of hours. So I think, okay, neat. Well, I'm going to join his Discord. I'm just going to ask him there. I think I already did that before, but I'm going to get fully into his Discord because I should just be able to talk to him. And also, I'm just going to DM him on Discord so that I have him in my DMs and I can just talk to the human like a human, you know? Hey, Tiaboo, welcome to Psyculturists. You're damned right, motherfucker. Oh, we got a welcome. Done reading, check out the other channels. Yes. Rules. You must agree to by reacting. Yes, I will read these. Oh, this is way better. This is way better than my rules setup. I gotta steal all of this. No porn, good. Chat in appropriate channels, good. No religion, politics, philosophy, and sensitive matters. Oh. No philosophy or politics. Okay, fair enough. Oh, outside venting or discussions as long as it's strictly respectful. Very well. Don't talk about pedophilia, sexualizing, bullying. Yep. And don't talk about sexualizing minors. Action will follow if the behavior is repetitive. Don't attack people for their opinion. Be respectful. It's actually possible to disagree with someone without attacking them personally. It's funny. That's my rule too. Don't ping people unless it's something important. Do not ping Ed or Brady. You can also turn off your ability for people to ping to you. I let everybody ping me because fuck them. I'll just deal with it. Don't DM people without consent. That's actually a good idea. Don't spam. Don't impersonate others. Don't reveal personal information. Avoid using spoiler tags as much as possible. Always mention what those spoilers are about. Any content that could be interpreted as a problem will be asked to be changed. Very well. And refrain. Oh, there you go. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Ooh, out of context screenshots, lies, misinformation, or blatantly targeting Ed and or the staff might result directly in a ban. That should be on my rules. Holy shit. That should absolutely be on my rules. That's a good rules. Yeah, I accept your rules. Your rules system is way better than mine. Done reading, check out general. I would love to. I'm here now. Praise. Watashi ga kita. No kita. Is there an All Might? All Might. Come on. Oh, can I not use my things? Can I not use ha? Oh, I can. I'll use ha. Watashi ga kita. All right, great. I'm in Ed's server now. Haha, you can't get rid of me either. Based rules for sure, absolutely. So many rules makes me think he's encountered quite a few problems in the past. Quite possibly. It may also just be that he's better at setting up a setting, it may just be that he's better at setting up a space with rules, right? He knows how to set out boundaries effectively and communicate them effectively because he's a damn therapist. And so it's what he does with his life. So maybe that's why. Iggy, yes, my time is PST. How about, and by the way, Iggy, I really like your suggestion of a viewer or call-in show. You should click on the Polly and add it to the Polly, and then I'll like it. Because you can add anything to the Polly. Analysis of songs or music videos. Actually, I really like that, Orange. That's not a bad idea at all. Additional rewatch slot for Monogatari, etc. Oh, I see Cough Me is already chatting here. Okay. That'll be good. I wanted to pop in to ask if anyone knows if Ed has seen FLCL, and if not, I want to ask Ed specifically if he would want to do the mutualistic fusion dance and maybe watch some or all of it together. Smile. Grin. No. Grin. Yeah, grin. That one. The fucking JoJo's one. Pow. There we go, and people are welcoming me, and that is good. All right, good. Oh, hi, Urgot. Okay. Sorry, folks. I got distracted to the other place. Um, nice. Was able to subscribe to your Patreon using an American prepaid card I bought online. Will last for a couple of months. The conversion rate is crazy. Jesus, man. You don't have to do that. Could you? You could just. Well, I guess you want to subscribe to the Patreon anyway. So welcome to the fucking Patreon. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, dude. He probably has not watched FLCL. I will just Gendo pose on that as a solid weighting then. Very good. Let me see. Did you end up getting into the Discord? Parnik, are you set? You all established as you should be? I hope so. I hope so. Oh yeah, let me show you this. Because I can just open it. This is the concert that I was at. You can see it's actually quite a not a huge venue or anything. We can do VLC. This will probably be all of it, right? Oh, I see what's going on. It's because it's the because of the form of the thing. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave it as is, and let me turn my volume up so that you can actually hear. So I don't actually know how loud this is, so I'll turn it way down in VLC, and I'll just play this for you really quick. So this is, yeah, everybody's standing around. That's me screaming. But you can see everybody had these like light glow sticks that are swords. They're magic swords because this is magic sword that's playing, and they had this giant glowing sword up on the stage that was quite cool. And all of them are wearing masks and cloaks to obscure their identities. But each of them, you can see that they've got really intricate tattoos on their arms, which I found quite interesting. No, it's a shite video, but you can see everybody's out here. You don't see people with their phones out. There are some people recording, right? But mostly people are watching. But also people are just sort of standing around. I danced with that girl. It was fun. This whole section of the crowd turned into a mosh pit like crazy. It was really a blast. Overall, that's what the concert looked like, and it was a ton of fun, and it wasn't tough at all. I was a Patreon for a while. Okay, good. I hoped so. You vertical recording? Yeah, whatever. Deal with it. It's a phone. Deal with it, man. It's a phone. Got you. Thanks, Iggy. I appreciate it. But that would be a sick-ass collab series as long as it's not Nisei I'm good for anything. Nisei really traumatized you, huh? Oh, poor Anne. Oh, look who's here. That's right. I'm here. Watashi ga kita. Yo, T, you want the streamer role. What the fuck does that even mean? I have zero idea what that means. I am new here. Treat me here. Treat me like baby. Actual T size. Not far off. Yes, I am small. Fuck. Okay, you guys can't see what I'm doing. God damn it. I want you to be able to see my shit, even if it's weird. Well, I guess if streamer mode is enabled, then I'm relatively safe, right? Window capture, Discord, capture cursor, client area, bam. Bam. That works, right? Yep. Because I'm in streamer mode, as far as I know. Still. How? Take wizard one, ask for one. Basically, you just give access to streamer Yes! Yes, I would like the access to the streamer chat where I can talk to other streamers and content creators. That would be nice. Yes. My people. For I am a river to my people. My people! Where is that? Streamer news. Streamer chat. Wave. Hello, fellow. Hello. Let me hold on. Sorry. I'm not gonna stream this. Hello, fellow makers of things. I am Tiabu, and I'm here to find out with minimal fucking around. Alright. Have you ever checked out Junji Ito series? I've read a lot of Junji Ito, man. That's some spooky ookies. That's some spookily ooklies there, dude. Oh yeah, Uzumaki's getting an anime. Well, there you go. That'll be fun. Uzumaki. It's getting an anime? That's Spirals, right? That's some shit, dude. Spiral is a lot. I really like that manga as well. I've read it all the way through a couple of times actually. The city down beneath that's all crazy is mind blowing, and I really enjoy the ideas present in it. Have you ever watched Eureka 7? I watched a ton of Eureka 7. It's super long form. The problem with Eureka 7 is it's pretty good, and I actually like it. And I've seen AO as well. I like it. It's a classical mythology. It's just slowed down in long form, so it drags out a little bit, and that can be exactly what you need when you just need to spend time digesting the content. But it's that slow interweave of the feminine and the masculine, like, or the main character learning to figure out his path and all that shit. It just takes a lot of time to make it happen, and that's totally great. It's totally reasonable. I focus on the densest media that I can get when I can. So, like, Gurren Lagann is, like, the densest mecha that I know. That, Evangelion, some of the other things. And so, I would say that Eureka 7 is, like, attempting to do Gundam again, but in a more modern context. It's that long-form storytelling. Do you feel what I mean? So I'm not opposed to it. I've just seen a good bit of it, and I think it's pretty okay. I don't mind it one bit. I don't think it's the tippiest, toppiest, most mind-blowingest of the tier, which is where the real standouts are. Where, you know, for me, Gundam has been really enlightening and eye-opening, but most of the rules in his Discord are based on the idea and representation of sins in ReZero. That makes sense. That's very cool. Lust, bot, member. I don't know what the lust part is. Yeah, ReZero is long form as well. I know Mushoku Tensei is as well, and Mushoku's going to be ongoing for a while because they're gonna keep making it because people want the anime. I know, man. I'll turn my attention to ReZero. We're gonna get there. I'm just gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna make sure that I pull it against something that's valuable and valid and worthwhile, and make sure that I don't waste my time on one thing or another. So that might be the thing. I might do something stupid that would be like ReZero new reaction versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction, and then I think ReZero would smash. So I don't know if that would be fair. I'll try to think of something fair to do, and if I can't think of something fair, then I'll just do it because I plan to watch it. It just might not be soon. Look, I still gotta watch more Demon Slayer. Like I actually really have to. A lot didn't like it, but I quite enjoyed Valgrave and Aldnoah Zero's mecha anime, but both fell short at the end episodes. Have you ever seen the one that fucking KyoAni did the season 2 of? Full Metal Panic? Kikuri. Have you ever seen Full Metal Panic? Specifically the second raid. Like, fuck season 1. You have to watch it, kind of, to get into it, but it sucked. And then Kyoto Animation, they took on the property and made season 2, and it's legendary. It's absolutely some of the best anime in existence is Full Metal Panic, the second raid. It's shockingly good. And then the things, then Fumofu, which is the joke one, the comedy one, is top tier as well. And then everything else in Full Metal Panic verse just hasn't been anywhere near the same. Not even a little bit. But that's a really perfect set of stories. I really like Full Metal Panic as well when it comes to mecha. That does the mecha man semi-realism really well. Watch the AMV Ballad of a Nice Guy for Full Metal Panic Hilarity. I believe it. I have to see it still. You should see it, King Aaron. I would actually recommend watching Fumofu first because it's so funny. I have the LN. Okay, cool. I'm planning to watch mecha anime as I never have, starting from Evangelion and then growing. Nope, other way around. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa. Evangelion is a critique of mecha anime. If you don't have any grounding in mecha anime, Ava's not going to make any sense. Not even a little bit. Let me go to Mal. I actually think Gridman might be the place to start for mecha. I think Gridman might be the one. Because it's so simple and basic and cute and modern. It's so straightforward that Gridman might be the place to start. I rewatched Gridman episode 1 with my friend, and first off, we found it very fun and funny, because it's just like, Yuta! He's just T-posing in the background and nobody can see him. It's the best bullshit, but Gridman is like a solid mecha introduction. Let me go to my anime list, because that's where I actually go for this information, and I'll pull it up for you so that you can see it. Pow. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay. It's gonna be all fucky. I don't care. I'm gonna go to anime, top anime. Oh no, I want to go anime search. I want to go mecha. Click, and then I want to sort by members, score, members. I'll go with members. Actually, that's the place to start, is Code fucking Geass. There you go. That is really quite good. Code Geass and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann are better places to start than Evangelion, because Evangelion is more of a critique, I think. It's more ethereal. I saw this video titled Gurren Lagann Answers Ava's Questions. Didn't watch the video, but that's my reasoning and see for myself. Yeah, that's fair enough. Especially if you feel fucking depressed. Go watch Evangelion. But then watch Gurren Lagann, because Gurren Lagann really does answer the questions of Ava. Ava's questions are like, why should you embody yourself as a person and march forward into the world as an individual? And Gurren Lagann is like, we're already doing that, motherfucker. Get your drill, bitch. Let's go. Pierce the heavens, mother bitch. Let's go. Oh, I was on a tear about that for a reason. It's a biological instantiation of the same concept that I've been talking about. I find it really funny. You will have heard me over the past weeks and months, or weeks, days, weeks, talk a number of times. Code Geass and Gridman, hell yeah, dude. Awesome. I love Bakano. Kikuri, I love Bakano. Code Geass is a great start. I loved it. I really agree. A lot of people shit on Code Geass and they have no idea what they're talking about. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And the character designs are so sexy, and the girls like pull you in, and the animation and the directing is actually really crisp. And the style I forget the artists that did all the character designs. I really, really appreciate it. And honestly, I have had a crush on Colin Stotfeld Kozuki and on on C2. I've had crushes on those girls since I knew what crushes were. Like those are pretty good depictions of my ideal feminine is like C2. And I've met women who look like her. Like, actually. Not the green hair and shit, but I've met women with those body proportions almost. Clamp. Yes, Clamp. Have you seen the new movie? No. I've seen all of Bokuko no Akito, though, and I didn't like it that much. But I was going to say something. You will have heard me over the past weeks and months talk about a process of, like, I said it today at one point, pushing up against the wall so hard that you break yourself, right? Push up against a wall so hard that you become the wall is the idea that I was talking about over and over, okay? So, like, you get yourself all set up, and then you push against something that's harder, that's bigger than you. You push against a problem that's bigger than you. You do it psychologically, you do it physically, and I mean literally go find a wall and push against it and see what happens in your body. Because when I do it, my whole body goes click, click, pop, 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 pop. Like my hips pop, my spine gets into alignment, my shoulders get locked back, and it's like I'm ready. I'm ready to bear a weight, to do a thing, to push against something. It's like, it's amazing. And then if I'm capable in the moment of really pushing hard enough to push through pain, I can actually manipulate my body into a better alignment by pushing against something bigger than me, which is the idea of like push so hard that it breaks you. Okay? Here's a weird idea. One of the fundaments of our nature, of our being, is the way that we are conceived in the womb, the sperm and the egg. And whether this happens in vitro, whether you were conceived in a dish or in a human woman, doesn't matter. We're still all conceived in the same way, and that way is this. Well, it does matter to some extent if you were conceived in a dish. But let me put it this way. When the sperm enter the sex organs, it's a hostile environment. It's acidic and it melts them. It actually hurts them immensely. And so the weak ones don't make it. And what we figured out is it's just like James Clear with taking multiple photos. Your biology isn't good enough to make one perfect sperm, right? One perfect baby. So instead you make like 1 million of them and you put them, our biology is built to put all those million sperm into a race. They have to race. And the ones that get to the finish line first, to the wall first, and then are capable of pushing against it so hard that it destroys them, are the ones that prove themselves worthy of forming a new being. So out of the millions of sperm cells carrying genetic information, the healthiest, strongest, fastest, and bravest, the ones that are willing to die for what they believe in a weird way, to push into the wall of the egg so hard that they destroy themselves, are the ones that become you. That's fucking interesting, because I had not thought about that at all. I had not ideated it at all, but it's a perfect microcosm for life and competition. Competition is biologically instantiated into us from before we are born. From before we exist, we're already running a race. It's fantastically interesting. It actually reminds me immensely of the opening sequence to I believe it's the opening sequence to not PK but Three Idiots, the Bollywood film. Badass. I think it is badass, man. Also, I haven't seen it, but I've been jamming to Libera Me from Hell, and it feels like my spiritual song, man. Also a poetic song with duality and all. Dude, you gotta go watch Gurren Lagann. Fuck watching Evangelion in the middle. Shoo, I'm serious. Go watch Gurren Lagann. And then what will happen is when you watch Evangelion, you'll watch Shinji and he'll be like, I don't want to get in the robot. And you'll be like, get in the robot. Yours is the drill, bitch. And you'll already have some of the answers. But the whole thing will meld in your mind regardless of whether you eat it. It's like my great uncle, rest in peace. My great uncle, so uncle, used to, I would visit him, and he would go and he would get pie and dessert first when we would go in to get dinner, because he lived at a retirement home, and we would go and they'd have the buffet out with all the different foods, and he'd go get pie and ice cream first, and he'd eat it, and then he'd eat his dinner. And people were like, you can't do that. You can't do that, Uncle Mort. You're killing yourself. And he's like 84. He's like, fuck you. It all gets mixed up in there anyway. And the same is true with media. I don't actually care that much if you see it all in the right order, or really even if you get spoiled on it. I care that you see it. So don't stop yourself from seeing it. You're already vibing with Gurren Lagann. Go figure out how that song fits, because that song fits in a way that means more than you know. So go watch it and find out what row, fight the power really fucking means, man. Because Libera Me from Hell is a beast of a song, and you should go watch it. You should go watch the piece of media that it's attached to, because it's a beast of a piece of media. Please watch Ava first. Fair enough. Fine. Fight the power. Yeah. All right. Kiki is going to argue that you should watch Ava first. Fair enough. I think I saw Gurren Lagann first. I mean, I did. I saw Gurren Lagann first. So, I came out okay. I'm just a little bit damaged. I'm just a little fried. That's totally fine. I came out completely fine. All I did was, you should watch Gurren Lagann first too. Or will that spoil ReZero for me? I ain't got no damn damage. I got no damn damage. No. No. Yeah, one thing that I need to steal from psyculturists is this. I need to steal the ability to have an effective moderation staff, because he does that. Gonna say something controversial. Would you consider AOT as a mecha anime? It's close enough. It's embodying yourself in a larger form that enables destruction. It's close enough, but no, because it's not mechanical. It's a biomecha. It's a biomecha. It's got some of the same fundamental underlying structures, so I don't mind it being seen that way. Like, when you look at Ava, sorry, there are gonna be spoilers for Ava for the next minute or so. You look at Ava, and there's like, it's like city that's safe, and then the outside world, and then bad things come and attack, and the only thing that can stop it is the people who can embody themselves but bigger and in terms of a mecha. And so Shinji, right, because he's required to be the one who does it, and there's no reason why it's him except that it's him, and it's literally his biology that makes it him. Okay, so hopefully that we're back. Hopefully that didn't spoil too much in too many ways, but that's the same idea in AOT, right? AOT is literally, there's a walled city, and outside of the city is chaos, and it attacks, and we have to deal with it, and everybody's struggling, and then you have the ability to embody yourself bigger, and you're the one who's capable of it, and it's your rage and power and strength that you have to get a hold on, and that's the thing that allows you to do it. It's literally, it's also Devilman, right? It's, you are the one who is instantiated into being with both empathy and compassion and the monster inside of you, so you're half devil, half man, and you're crying. It's the same and you're protecting the people that you care about, which is your walled city or your home. It's the same concept. It's the same story. And then the story always goes like this. The hero inside the castle who gains the power eventually has to leave the castle because the answer isn't inside the castle. The answer is out there. And so they go out there and they explore more, and they find out that everything they know about the systems of power and the systems, the way that things work, aren't the way that they are. And so when they return, they're at odds with the structure, and there has to be a resolution and catharsis. And it usually leads to the main character throwing themselves up against the system to change it so hard that the main character dies in the process. Or if they don't die, then they totally give up their power to some extent, or become different, or become like crippled, or lose everything, or something like that, is usually the way that things end up going. Something to those directions. So AOT has a lot of mecha themes. Mecha has a lot of AOT themes. Both of them have the same heroic narrative themes, which is like walled city, hero instantiated within the city, learns that they have the power to defend the city, learns that there's an answer that's in their past that they have to go and seek, like the key to the basement, right? That's literally that. It's like your father left you a key to the basement and it has the answers in it, maybe. Right? And that's what he's been seeking the whole time. Bada bing, bada bang. Ryuko Matoi marches into Honoji Gakuen in the first episode of Kill la Kill with a scissor blade, and she says, "What happened to the other half of my scissor? I've got a question that needs answering, and I'm on a quest to go and find it. My dad gave me this scissor blade, and eventually my dad gave me this piece of armor that I'm wearing. Where the fuck are you? You know, who the fuck are you, and what did you do with my father?" And she's talking to society's structure when she does that. She's talking to Satsuki. She's going, "Who the fuck are all of you people, and what did you do to my history?" Because she's got a question in her soul. And the question is, I was born. The fuck is that about? I'm here to why are we even here? Just to suffer? Right? Like, why are we even here? Just to suffer? Yes, actually. So choose your suffering worthily. And that's what Ryuko discovers. Is she discovers that she can bleed, and through bleeding she gains strength, and she can use that strength to use the scissor blade to slice through what is true and what is false, and mold culture, which is clothing, and mold reality into being somewhere where she can live, and where the people that she lives with can live. That's the whole story, right? And it's the same story in Attack on Titan, it's the same story in Evangelion, and it's the same story in Joseph Campbell's fucking hero's journey. It's the same story, just in different flipped, merged, weird ways. Hell, it's the story in Cyberpunk Edge Runners, right? In a lot of ways, David accomplishes the power by becoming half monster, which is to say cyber psycho machine man, right? And half man. And he's pursuing the safety of a little space, which is his tiny home and now his tiny group of friends. And he's going out into the city in order to... It all works in that way. It's the descent into chaos, the discovery of the sword of truth, the return into the light, the grappling with the father, which is patriarchy, which is society, which is culture, authoritarianism, totalitarianism, capitalism, however you want to phrase it. It's the fatheriness. And then the seeking of the mother in some ways. The seeking of the lost mother or the lost father. Whichever one is lost, something about the parental structure is lost. That's why I love stuff like Tokyo Ghoul and Chainsaw Man, etc. Exactly. Well, Tokyo Ghoul is literally that. I assume that Chainsaw Man is too. I know that it's a man who has a dog who's a chainsaw and they're integrated or something. That's all I fucking know. And it's like, oh, I get the metaphor immediately. He's a man who's a monster. He's part both, right? Chainsaw, man. Chainsaws destroy things. Men build them. What is he? Tokyo Ghoul. Well, Tokyo Ghoul is a great manga, terrible anime adaptation. Here's the thing: Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 is a great anime adaptation, and I really like it, actually. I don't dislike Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 at all. The Route A and all the second ones and stuff, they're balls. They're balls. The problem with Campbell is that his hero's story is only 1/4 of the 4 main divisions of narrative. Yeah, for sure. It's not all of them. If you'd like to list them out, Bissus, I'll listen. Because you seem to know something that I might not know completely, or it might not have articulated, and I'll bet I agree with you. And so it would be very helpful to me if you would tell me what you're thinking, so that I can think it too. Please hit me. You meant Keke. I don't know what that is. T understanding AOT better than most AOT fans is hilarious. Look, man, when you can see through the fundamental myths of human existence, which is what I'm capable of doing at the moment, don't ask me how, I got instantiated into shamanism accidentally. Oops. I'm a fucking shaman now. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Not talk about reality as it actually is? No, I'm going to try to convince people that reality exists. Comedy, romance, tragedy, and satire, the 4 main shapes of narrative. Fair enough. So where do you see the hero's journey fitting in that? Because it can fit in all of those. That's the thing, is that it's the meta myth, is that it actually fits all of them, because the individual is always or I keep using instantiated. The individual is always present in all of those elements, right? It's the journey that you go through, and anyway. And mostly those shapes end up getting blended together. It's romance, but it's not just romance, man. It's tragedy too. And most tragedies have romance. I understand what you mean in terms of the actual dramatic distinctions. This is the problem that I have when we start breaking things down into categorization, is that the postmodernists have it right, and that when you categorize everything, all the categories cease to matter because they're always blurred lines, and categories are never effective at actually categorizing. So what you have to do is say every story is actually individual, and every story is actually about the individual. And then you get to the point where, like, the Campbellian monomyth fits all of them. None of the genres are pure. Right, it's all filtered over itself. It's all Venn diagrams. I think we agree about this. It's not just Venn diagrams, they're fuzzy Venn diagrams without hard lines. They're gradients. They're multi-layered opacity gradients. You know what I mean? I think we're vibing on that. I think you understand. But overall, despite having tragic elements, a romance is still a romance. Fair enough. I would say the same thing. I phrase it, or in my mind, I phrase it often as like, despite a sci-fi movie being a sci-fi movie, most sci-fi movies have elements of thriller, but despite having elements of thriller, a sci-fi movie is still a sci-fi movie as long as it checks the boxes of sci-fi. It might also just be a thriller too. But to say it's a thriller, not a sci-fi, or it's a sci-fi, not a thriller, would be wrong in both cases, because there's definitely overlap, almost always. Unless it's like truly a sci-fi comedy, but usually sci-fi and thriller go together. You know, it's just, or like psychological and horror, right? Maybe it's horror, maybe it's psychological. It depends on how you grapple with it. So genres are just useful for finding the thing, and they're useful for an advertising capacity to be like, well, what's our film? Well, it's kind of scary. We want to appeal to the people who want to feel that, you know? This helped me a lot. The talking, or are you about to send me something? I think much like with everything else, the hero's journey is better when it is understood than deconstructed. MGS3's Naked Snake is a perfect example. You know, that's something that I should do as a Patreon reward idea, is to play through Metal Gear, because I've never played through any of the Metal Gear games. Play through Metal Gear, some or one of them, or something. Because those, I know that those are hyper detailed, like insanity. Audience choice reaction, says Maston. I don't dislike that, but that's sort of what everything is, right? That's sort of what start a Minecraft server. No. Cosplay, only the sexy cosplay. Only the sexy cosplay. I'm down. I'm not going to cross dress. Just to be clear. I'm down to cosplay, but I'm masculinizing myself, and I'll cosplay as like Kamina or Simone or something. I actually, that's not true. I will take that back, actually. I would be willing to cosplay as Hibiki Tachibana. That's probably the one female character that I would be willing to cosplay as, because she has balls bigger than yours. and probably bigger than mine, so that would be masculinizing myself as male as it could be. Hibiki Tachibana is the most fucking male person ever. I don't mean that literally. I'm being facetious. Apologies to anybody who feels awkward about that. I am joking. T JoJo cosplay. Which one though? Do I go Hot Twink Giorno? Because I'm getting a little bit too bulky to be Hot Twink Giorno or Josuke. I might have to be like but Jotaro feels too either overplayed or fucked up. T already had a whole JoJo clip. I did. I did dance like Mista. I dressed like Mista, and that's going along in the same sort of way, because Mista is a very feminine character, and so I was experimenting with that in that way as well. You know, like it's quite funny to look back at it, because that's not where I'm at anymore. And it's a little cringe when I look at it, but I just see myself, my past self, with compassion. You know, Narancia, you mean? Yeah, I said Mista. I'm sorry. You're correct, Satan. Thanks, Satan. Thank you, Satan. My name is Satan. The second game is a postmodern deconstruction of the characteristics of games as a medium and a direct critique of fanboyism and hype. Look into the drama or death threats Kojima got pre-release. I love it. Well, that's the same as Evangelion, Death and Rebirth and stuff. It was like, damn, there was some real stuff going on there. But just do an Araragi cosplay after being beaten up by one of the girls. That would be cute. I could just get, I'll build a harem, and then I'll do a cosplay of me as a harem protagonist with my literal harem of literal women who love me. How about that? I'm not joking. I'm only half joking. Out of the blue, what is a good thing to eat late at night? Should you consume something sweet? No. Sugar will fuck your sleep cycle. If you have to eat something late at night, eat things that are proteinaceous, and specifically slow dissolving proteins. So things that are high in fiber are okay, but you want to mostly stay away from carbohydrates. You want slow dissolving proteins that take a long time. The best protein for that, as far as I know, is casein protein, or casein. So at Marvel, casein protein. So you can get casein, sources of casein. So when we have milk proteins, there's whey protein and casein protein, and the whey protein is what we usually think about. Whey is pretty easily digestible. Casein is harder to digest, which means it takes longer. So in the same way that eating whole grains takes longer to digest than eating pure sugars, casein takes longer to digest than eating pure whey or meat or something like that. So where you can find a lot of casein is in milk itself. So there's a reason for this. Like, warm milk will keep you full and get you sleepy, and people will do that. But the easiest, cheapest place to get it is in cottage cheese. And cottage cheese, you can get the tub of it that's like a 16 ounces or whatever of cottage cheese, and it'll be like $3, right? And look at the nutrition facts on whole fat cottage cheese. Whole fat cottage cheese. A half cup serving. So let's go with a half cup serving with no added sugars. I'm talking about the straight stuff. And if you want to, you can put some dark berries on it, some raspberries, or you can put some peanut butter and mix that in with it to be a little bit more fat and stuff. Let me go to Nutritionix. Full fat cottage cheese, 3 grams of carbohydrates, 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat of mixed varieties, pretty low in cholesterol, a bit of sodium, which is actually very helpful, a bit of potassium, some vitamin A, minimal vitamin C, and minimal iron. But mostly it's protein and a little bit of fat and a little bit of carbs. Have a bit of cottage cheese on some whole grain toast or something. I can't seem to post this link, unfortunately, says Bissus. Drop it in the Discord and ping me, or DM me. You got it. You got it, bud. And for choosing a color, but all the people of streamer will get this nice pink color. Cool. Are you implying you will do a ReZero react? Yes. Actually, I'm just stating it. There you go. I was gonna subscribe tomorrow, so I'll do it then, lol. There you go. Are you against making brew clips? No. Make brew clips, please. Do those end up getting on my channel if you make clips? Do those show up on my channel? Do I not allow that to happen? Do I have to make that happen some other way? Are you not capable of doing it? You're totally allowed. I would love if you did it. Please do that. Yes. Do I have to change a setting? I feel blessed that from childhood, the milk that I got was local, full fat, and not packaged at all, straight from a cow. Are you in India? I feel like I remember that you were on India, Shu. I think that can only work that way on Twitch. We can clip, no idea about saving. Okay, well, clip. Clip away, motherfucker. Clip, clip, snip, snip. Is clipping disabled on this stream? You could just do it yourself. I don't want to do it myself. I don't have time. Let me go to my settings. I'm heading to my settings. Let me find out. Meanwhile, I just ate a triple chocolate muffin with liquid chocolate center. I don't feel guilty. That's sick. Who cares? Like, just don't do it all the time. Eat enough good food that you're satiated and then have treats when you want to. Settings. Permissions. Upload defaults. Channel. Allow viewers to clip my content. Okay, so viewers clip content YouTube. What does allow viewers to clip my... they can easily share a small snippet. They can use the clip button to quickly create trailers and then share them directly to other social media platforms. Okay. 5 to 60 seconds. It gets a shareable link. Does not publish a new video. Drive new viewers. Easily share snippets. Yeah, just send the clips you make to me as well. All your clips will live in your clips tab. Is that on Creator Studio? No, it's on the sidebar on the left. So it's just in YouTube. By do it yourself, I mean them, not you. Okay, very well. Clip test. Just hopped by to note, not negatively, that the poll site you use is weird, Lamau. Just had the Patreon notif and was hella confused, but it seems to be doing quite a good job. It is weird, but it allows you to add your own answers, which Patreon does not, effectively, right? And then other people can vote on those, so it becomes really useful. I'm sorry for phrasing like that. I really just meant to ask whether you're okay with clips. Absolutely. Do it. Fucking do it. If it drives more content, then I'm happy. So sad and excited that your MT reactions are close to the end. Lol, going to miss the discussions on that show. Hey, look, all you got to do is wonder what next show could be as useful, right? And if we can get on to the next show that could be as useful and as valuable and as interesting, then it could fucking work. Hold on, let me go to live chat. Your clip did not go through. It got filtered because of the link in it. I have to change a setting on that to allow links, but I won't because it's a bad idea. So that's the issue, is that you're probably going to have to do it elsewhere. Also, I want to check something about my channel. At what point on this channel can I monetize with super chats and super thanks and stuff? Because I'd like to be able to do that. I'm not going to use ads ever, but if people want to just give me money, then I'm not going to turn them down. Notify me when I'm eligible. I need 4,000 public watch hours, and I'm 2,200 in, and I need 1,000 subscribers, which I'm 596 in. Okay, very well. So I've just got a little bit of time to go. Just got to be a little consistent. Hi, Pink Cubed. Good to see you. You hopped in from over elsewhere. Very, very good to see. Could post the link as a text in one of the polls and could just pull from there, maybe. Actually, that would work. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. I'll look at it. For the sick Patreon stretch goal poll. Watch ReZero, you coward. Yeah, I know. I will. Come to Ireland, climb mountain. By $1 patron. That sounds fun. Got any rocks up there? Got any cool beers? I kid. React to Morbius. Watching one movie every week. Fair enough. I don't know if the link matters too much. because it's just the link to the clip, and you can share it in the Discord or elsewhere or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. Last concert you went to. Oh, I see it. Hixar. You got it. So I got that clip. I click it. Clip away, motherfucker. Clip away, motherfucker. Okay, so now I can copy it and I can probably just put it here. Pal. Clip away, motherfucker. Watch live stream, great. And then manage moderators, participants, pop out chat, toggle timestamps. Participants, okay. Lamau, I made the exact same clips, exact same brain cell. Well, I did say clip this right here, and then you did it. So that's pretty good. That's quite interesting, quite funny. Very good. What is this? I push this. Engage with your audience. Start a Q&A. Answer viewer questions live. What? Oh, I could just do this? Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't need Polly. What do I say? What's your favorite anime? Start Q&A. I just want to see how this goes. Pow. Whoa. What is this? Select a question, and then click to pin the question for everyone to see. Okay, and then I can go back to live chat, because chat is still in existence, right? Oh, chat is still in existence, but then the Q&A is happening as well. Okay, but if I go to questions, nobody is... Oh, okay, wait, so click 1 to pin it. No, that doesn't work. You guys are just answering it. I think you have to click the Q&A button. You have to do something weird. You have to do something different. Because this is not doing the thing that it's supposed to be doing for you to be able to see the pinned one. I want to eat your pancreas. I probably Hunter x Hunter. And I can't pin them either. It sends to you directly. What? Yeah, Q&A format. Clicking on it prompts us to ask a question. It's for us to ask you, not to... Okay. So, hold on. End Q&A. Here. Start a Q&A. T Q&A. Question me. Does this work? I'm going to unpin the pulley. Question me. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I'm just experimenting. Clicking on it prompts to ask you a question. So ask me a question. Does this work? No. Can I ask you something? Who's Candace? So, oh, select question. It's there now. Okay. Can I ask you something? So if I select question, can I ask you something? So now I'm answering, can I ask you question something? And this is the question I'm working on. Okay, great. So now you see it? You see that that's up and that's the one that I'm answering? Great. Good. Okay. So question me. And then I'll say, select this question. What is one anime you would want to isekai to? King Aaron asks. Ooh, man. That's tough. Well, the Monte Cristo anime, the crazy one? Or Space Dandy. That fucking insane world in hyper multi-space and like everything's all crazy and shit. Space Dandy world. That would be fun as fuck. Just pure insanity all the time. Close. Um Kiki asks, have you watched slash read Made in Abyss? No, I think I've seen the first episode and then I got spoiled on how a bunch of it goes. Bokimi says, how to life and not go insane. Sleep enough, eat properly, do enough exercise, and then find something that you actually care about and do it at the sacrifice of anything else. Throw your whole body and soul towards something worthwhile. And if you don't have it yet, then throw your whole body and soul toward finding it. That's my answer for you. And Bokimi, go to the description of this stream and click on the basics and go look at some of those. They'll give you the tools to get your sleep in order, to get your eating habits in order, and to get a little bit of exercise going. And that's the basics, man. That's the basis for you to have a future. Let me select Business's question. What is an anime that you think is great but is not widely recognized as such? Akagi. I think it is widely recognized as such, just not widely enough. Now, that said, let me go to my Mal really quick, just to grab it, and see if something immediately comes up that I think of as like, oh, no, wait, I should have said that. So let me back down on that. Akagi, definitely, for sure. My list, score up, and I want to see what's in the 10s. And I might have different opinions about a lot of these now that I've changed as a person a lot. Bebop, Trigun, Akira, Furikuri, Lane. Akagi is a 10. I do think Area 88 was spectacular. Detroit Metal City is really good and very funny. Gosenzo Samba Banzai, nobody knows about, and it's amazing. Rainbow Nisha Rokubo no Shichinin is spectacular. Spectacular, and I want to watch that as well. I really want to watch that. It also is an answer to Mr. Protoman's question. Have you seen Clanad or other field trip anime? Rainbow is a men's field trip anime, and so I need to go and watch that again. Fate, Symphogear. Symphogear is not loved enough, not nearly. Shirobako is excellent. Hibike, Thrigatsu. All of these things are like, people recognize these as being amazing. Oh, Azoken was really good. I do think Full Metal Panic, the second raid, doesn't get enough love. I think Planetes doesn't get enough love. It's really good. I also think Hajime no Ippo is like the best shonen sports anime ever. It's so good. Gosh, man, there are so many. There are so many, but I think that it's hard to say, oh, this is the underrated or isn't, people don't know about this one, but I don't know. What's your favorite childhood anime? I didn't watch anime in childhood. I didn't get to. I was repressed. My parents didn't let me have media, have art, basically. Not maliciously. They wanted me to be educated. And so most of my childhood, whenever we would watch anything, it would be educational or nonfiction programming when that existed, like for real. When the History Channel was Modern Marvels and it was serious, like interesting stuff and good, and not just aliens and garbage, right? But so it was nature documentaries and nonfiction and biographies and biopics and stuff like that. So I didn't have childhood anime until I hit adolescence and got my own computer, and then I lost everything basically because I couldn't do anything but focus on the anime. As soon as I had it, I was like gone. I was gone into it for forever. But my favorite kids anime is Precure. Oh, sorry. Let me close this. My favorite kids anime is Heartcatch specifically, and Go Princess specifically. Heartcatch and Go Princess Pretty Cure. Those shows are amazing, and they're really good for kids. They're really good for kids. And if you have kids, you should have them watch Heartcatch Pretty Cure, or Go Princess Pretty Cure, especially little girls, but little boys too. They should watch it all because those are some heroic characters that I can really get behind. I mean it. Do you have any plans to go through your anime list and update the scores? Someday, maybe. We'll see. It's not a priority for me at the moment, but yeah, I should probably. Bokimi asks, any anime that scared you, not necessarily horror. Ooh, plenty that have scared me in like a rocking me sort of a way. Lane definitely scares me. Lane definitely scares me. It's a little close. Angel's Egg scares me a little bit. Akagi scares me. It's looking into darkness. It's like really looking deep into darkness. Is Akagi. It's pretty great. Rainbow scares me as a show. Steins Gate scares me. Steins Gate is a freaky piece of work. Yeah, it's got some scary stuff in it. Some really dark stuff. Similarly, Madoka Magica. There are elements of that piece of media that I find quite terrifying theoretically. Muso Dairinin, a paranoia agent, is quite scary. Kon is quite good at that, you know. Higurashi no Nakakoro ni, I watched it when I was quite young, so it scared the shit out of me in that way, and very well, as it probably should, you know. Yeah, plenty of things have scared me. Mononoke scares me a little bit. Plenty of shows scare me. Have you seen Pilsei? No. What anime or stories would you want your kids to watch or go through? All of the trigger works. Anything else I'm happy with? And Naruto. I think Naruto, Avatar: The Last Airbender, all of the trigger works. Code Geass when they get older. Let's see. And then in terms of the core, right? And I'm gonna make a list of the core shows that I think people should see because people like having those lists. But for my kid, for a kid, those things, and I would want to start them off with some basic shonen and some basic maho shoujo, just both. Magical human shows where it's like you're the kid and you get integrated with power, and now you have to figure out how to deal with that power in the real world, and that's your life now. And that's the sort of story that is exactly what you want. Hey folks, I'm gonna say this. We're up at 30 viewers and we're doing great here. We're also 2.5 hours into streaming on what is supposed to be a day off for me, and I need to go and use the bathroom and start getting my day underway. So the Q&A thing I'm gonna end. That's really useful that it exists. We're gonna make use of that a lot now. We're gonna make use of that from here on out for a while. Okay? Because that's very, very cool. I really liked today. I had a lot of fun just speaking to all of you and shouting out psychoculturists and talking in different places and being weird and having a bunch of fun. And overall, it's been a really good day, and I'm going to continue having a really good day today on this beautiful Friday. So if you will excuse me, my friends, I have a real world to live in, which I have to live in as much as I live in the digital, because everything should be in moderation and in balance. And so I'm going to go be a bit of a greedy glutton for life today. That's what I'm going to go do. So thank you so much for coming to my stream. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. If you'd like to support the channel, please do so via the Patreon linked in the description. It's the only way that I survive. There are no ads, no shill, no bullshit on this content. Just $1 gives you a vote on polls and access to the Discord, and I think that's worth it. So come and get it. All right. Peace. And I mean it.